Hey y'all, it's me, Serena, and welcome back to part 2 of the your questions answered. So yeah, my first one got a little bit long-winded, and I didn't want the videos to just go on and on and on, so I decided to take a break and finish. But this one will be quicker. So if I didn't get to your question in the first video, I'll get to it here. So Christy Boyer asked, do I plan to do any other subscription boxes? And yes, I do. I'm going to do the quarterly curator, formerly Box of Style, by Rachel Zoe. I've signed up to do that one, and so the summer box should be coming out pretty soon, I think sometime in May. And that one's a little bit different. It's a little more expensive. It's $99, but they always have a code, you know, to get $15 off. That's what I did on the first one that I ordered. I think I got it for like $75. And I didn't do a review on it. That was before I started doing this. And so I'm going to do that one. But with that, you get, golly, I added it up. I added up the retail value of everything that I got in that box, and it was over $800 if you paid full retail for everything in the box. So when you look at it that way, it's not that bad of a deal. And there's some really nice things, well, including these earrings that I'm wearing that you can wear like 10 different ways. I wear these all the time. So that, and a purse that came in it that I've worn a ton. And so yeah, some really neat things. So I'll share that. FabFitFun, a lot of people do those, so I don't know if you'd be interested in that. There's already so many of those unboxings on YouTube, and everybody gets kind of the same thing. So that's why I didn't do curator. I was like, there's already so many of these videos, and the boxes have the same thing in every single box, so how many different unboxings can you watch of the same stuff? At least when you get a subscription box of clothing or whatever, it's not the same box that, you know, Angela Mason got, or Laura from Little Box of Happy got, or, you know, somebody else. Everybody gets different things in their boxes. But those quarterly ones are different. So if you know of any that you would like to see me do, comment those down below. One that I do know that I want to try is short story, because it caters toward petites. I've tried Petite Avenue, and it was just okay, and their customer service was kind of weird, and their website is also kind of weird. I think they're still in beta mode. They're not like fully up and running, and I don't know. I just had a weird experience with them. So, but I'll try short story and see how that one goes, and maybe some jewelry boxes, and maybe some makeup boxes. My daughter, who's still at home, she does Ipsy, so she gets that every month. So maybe I'll have her come on and do a guest video with a review of one of her Ipsy boxes that she receives. And something else I wanted to mention, I don't know if y'all are signed up for Rakuten. It's Rakuten. It used to be ebates.com, and then they changed it, and that made much more sense. I don't know why they changed it to Rakuten, because nobody knows what that means. Ebates was pretty simple. It's rebates on online shopping. But with Rakuten, I have racked up quite a bit of cash back. It's one of those things you sign up for, and then they add a little thing on your search bar on your browser. It's a R, and whenever you go to a site, if you can get a cash rebate from that site, it'll pop up a little box and say, click here to activate your cash back. And just about every site that I've been to offers cash back from Rakuten. I mean, Walmart, Target, does Target? I think they do. Old Navy, Kohl's, Gap, Banana Republic. Some of these boxes I do even are on Rakuten's cashback program. So, and it can vary from 1% all the way up to 10% for some things. I know like on Walmart, Rakuten offers like 10% cash back for furniture. It like varies by category, but mostly it's just by store, and it'll tell you what your cash back is. And then at the end of every month or quarter, they'll send you either a check in the mail, or they will make a deposit in your PayPal account for your rebate. And when you sign up, they will give you a $25 bonus rebate with the first online purchase you make that exceeds $25. So if you signed up and then you went on Old Navy and you bought, $25, or $30, say, worth of merchandise, and used your activated that Rakuten discount or rebate, then they would send you $25. So it's kind of a no-brainer, why wouldn't you do it thing. And I do have a Rakuten code, and if you sign up for it using my link, then I'll get some kind of credit too. I don't know if it's the $25 or $20, but it's just been a nice little way to get some additional discounts on shopping. So try that out if you haven't. Let's see, Laura Gentry asked, have I traveled much and to where? Well, I think I've traveled a good bit. I've traveled up and down the West Coast, Seattle area. I've not been to Oregon though. It's one state I haven't been to. So I've been to Pacific Northwest, Seattle area, and I've been all up and down California from, San Francisco all the way down to San Diego and all in between at different points, different trips. So I've been out there. Of course, I've been all over the Southeast. I've been, all through the Northeast, from DC area, New York, and up through parts of New England. And then a lot of places in between. The only states that I really haven't been to are some of your interior states. Like I haven't been to Nebraska or the Dakotas or Wyoming or Idaho or Kansas. But most of your big major cities I've been to. And then outside the U.S., I have never been to Mexico, which is kind of surprising. I've never been to Mexico, and I've never been to anywhere in the Caribbean, which is surprising too. But I have been to, in Europe, I've been to Italy, France. I think I wrote it down. Did I write it down? I can't remember. Yeah, in England, Italy, France, and England. And the farthest I've ever traveled has been to South Africa. So, and that was on a work trip years ago, but I got to see some neat stuff while I was there. That's back when I was working in public accounting for Deloitte when I lived in Nashville. And so that's why I was in South Africa. And I was in Johannesburg, so it was a big city. Paula and Hawaii. I forgot to mention Hawaii. I've been to Hawaii. And let's see, what else have I forgot to mention? So yeah, a lot of my travel has been for pleasure, but a lot of it has been for work too. So it's been kind of a mix, but I always try to get out and see the sights as much as I can if I'm traveling for work. Of course, now doing real estate, I don't travel for work, but my husband does travel, well, when it's normal, non-pandemic times. He goes to Europe to meet with guys who work for ESA, the European Space Agency, pretty regularly. Usually it's every couple of years. Like one year they'll come over here, and then the next year he and some of his guys will go over there. And so I like to tag on those trips when I can. And actually last year I was going to try to tag on to a trip, and we were going to go to Germany after he got done with his work. That he usually goes to the Netherlands. Just outside of Amsterdam is where they do a lot of their work for ESA. And so I was going to fly over toward the end of his work trip, and then we were going to go to Germany, but COVID happened, and you know how that goes. But that's what I would like to do next. Paula asked, what is my favorite place to shop? And that's a tough question. There is no one favorite place to shop. For everything, like everything, Walmart would probably be the number one. It's not my favorite place to go, but it's my favorite place to shop because they have everything you need and they have good prices. Target, I love. It's just, it's just fun to go to Target because they have cute stuff and the atmosphere is nice and the buggies are not squeaky and they work the way they're supposed to, and it's clean in Target. So I love Target, and of course online I love Amazon because if you need something and you can't find it anywhere, you'll find it on Amazon. So love Amazon. Let's see, for shoes, my favorite shoes, without a doubt, is DSW. And I don't know if those are all across the country or not, but they're all over the South. And that stands for Designer Shoe Warehouse. So it's kind of a discounter. They have all brand name shoes and reduced prices from like full retail, what you would pay for the same shoes in a department store. So I love DSW, plus it's just huge and they have every kind of shoe you can imagine. So that's always my first go-to. If I need a specific pair of shoes, I go to DSW. If I'm shopping higher end for whatever reason, I would say Nordstrom. I really like Nordstrom. I think they do a good job of high end, but then keeping some things that are in a more normal person price range too. You can find things there that are not super expensive, and I just like the customer service at Nordstrom. For cute and good value clothes, I like Loft because I think that, well, they are a great value for what you get, and especially if you have a Loft card. I got a Loft card a few years ago just because of the extra perks you get and extra discounts, and then I just pay it off, as soon as I get the bill. But yeah, I love Loft, and but my go-to store, like if I need a specific outfit or dress for a certain occasion, if I'm not just out shopping for the fun of it, like I need to find something, is White House Black Market. And I have been shopping there for years, and it's one of those things where their clothes just fit me. You know how certain brands or certain stores, their clothes, just fit your body type, and when you find it, you love it. Well, that's the way I am with White House Black Market. Their stuff just fits me well. The dresses, even in their regular lengths, are usually fine for me, and I just like their style, and they're just my go-to. If I need a cocktail dress or a dress to wear to a wedding, or a cute outfit for some event, that's my first place I go. And the ladies who work at the White House Black Market here in Huntsville at Bridge Street Town Center, Francois and all the ladies there, shout out to them because they are great. They are so helpful. They know me by name when I walk in. So that tells you how much I enjoy shopping there. And but yeah, they're great customer service. I love shopping there. Let's see, online shopping. I like J. Crew and J. Crew Factory because they always have a sale. That can also be said for Old Navy, Gap, Banana Republic. Because I have been looked for things online before on Old Navy, and they're on sale, and then I go to the store and the store's not offering the sale price. And I actually even had an occasion where they would not honor the online price for me in the store. And I told my daughter, who was with me at the time, I said, this is why retail is dying. Because online, you can always find a deal, and if your store is not willing to match what the price is online, then you're just losing customers. I thought that was the craziest thing. But that's where I like to online shop. J. Crew Factory, Old Navy, and Gap, because you can almost always find a sale on something. So that's the way to go. If there's something from one of those stores that you want or need, just watch the website and wait until they're having a sale. You know, they might be having a sale on all jeans or a sale on all dresses or whatever. And then you can make your purchase then. So that did not answer your question as far as one place, but I tried to put it in categories. So I hope that was helpful. But I guess if I had to pick one store, if I only had one store to shop at for clothes, I would probably choose White House Black Market. And Lynn, this is the last one, we'll wrap up. And if you think of any other things you want to know about me, you can put those in the comments if you didn't comment already, and I'm not answering your question. Lynn asked, what was the last book I read? And this made me think, oh wow, it's been a long time since I read a book. And I hate to admit that because I used to read all the time. And I go in spurts though. I go in spurts where I read a lot and then a while when I don't. But the last book I read, believe it or not, it's not a new book, but it's a book that my husband had and that he's read multiple times, and he recommended it to me because of some other books that I had read and liked, and he said, just read it, you'll like it, but stick with it because it's really long. And that was The Stand by Stephen King. So that's the last book I read, and it's been a while ago, but I guess I'm a fan of, you know, post-apocalyptic world, you know, thriller kind of books. I don't know, but that's the last book I read. But it made me think of some of my favorite books that I was going to share with you. And probably my favorite author, as far as, you know, just a series of books I've read, is Ken Follett. And he wrote, well, one of the books he wrote was Eye of the Needle, if you've read that. But the books that I like of his are from what's called the King's Bridge series, and they're big, thick books too. But the first one was The Pillars of the Earth, and then after that, the sequel to that was World Without End. And those were even made into some series on some channel years ago. I can't remember what channel did it, but they're set kind of back in the Middle Ages, or right after the Middle Ages, like 12th century England maybe. And he has 2 more books in that series that I have not read. He wrote one, it's called A Column of Fire, and then he wrote a prequel to Pillars of the Earth called The Evening and the Morning, and I have not read that, so I need to get those and read them. But I read all of the Hunger Games books. I really enjoyed those, and I've read a lot of John Grisham's books. So I like suspenseful dramas, I guess, is what I like to read. I like suspense and thrillers, and I also like historical dramas too. So those are the kind of books I like, and some that have been my favorites. So, all right, that wraps up part 2 of questions answered. So if you have any more questions for me, please leave them in the comments below. Check out my Instagram if you haven't. Go over there and follow me, and also sign up for Rakuten if you haven't, because I mean, you're getting cash back for shopping that you would be doing anyway, so it's kind of like, why not do it? And I hope y'all are having a great day, and I'm bringing more videos to you soon, and until then, have a stylish day. Bye-bye.